Because right now, as the coalition movement is joining up and a lot of persons are interested, a lot of people across the nation, Nigeria, and outside the nation, Nigeria, they are interested in what go on in this coalition movement that eminent politicians are actually trooping in. Yeah, a lot. Nigerians are tired. They want to see change take place in the political landscape of Nigeria. Precisely, change of power, change of God. A lot of persons are dissatisfied with the politicking of Bola Tinubu, and they've said they have had enough, and it's time to part ways. It's time to form a new party. People have seen that APC has nothing to offer, and there's time for change. Now, PDP that would have rather APC is crumbling, falling down the cliff faster than anyone would have predicted. 12 years ago, they were hoping to rule Nigeria for the next 50 years. But that was the year they lost the presidency to APC. And right now, APC policy is actually putting Nigeria in trouble, putting Nigeria in jeopardy. And that is why there's this coalition movement. And that is why people are dissatisfied with what is currently going on in Nigeria. There's a need for change. Everybody accept that there's a need for change. Bola Tinubu don't listen to people, just doing whatever comes to his mind. He believes that he has the government to his pocket. He has some of the executive governor to his pocket, so he can easily call on there and they will be this calling. But he needs to understand that the Nigeria that he said is governing, they are not happy. The hardship in town is too much. The pain in town is too much. The situation on ground is disheartening. There needs to be change. And this president is not ready to change. He's not ready for whatever. He does not listen to anybody. And as such, people are calling for change. And now change has come. ADC has come. And they say, here we are. We can rival APC. Here we are. We can go ahead with APC. But there's this question. Why is Peter Obi stepping down for Atiku? Now, this is what is going on. And this is what Nigerians need to know and need to start guiding against. Because if you don't start it this time, the coalition movement might not go anywhere. The coalition movement might not get to where it's up to get to, might not fulfill its desired result, its aim and objective. David Mark is there, Erufai is there, Atiku is there, a lot of prominent Nigeria, former governor of Edo State, Dige Onyegu, was also there. Now, these are many more breaking to you. Now, I want to commend you for joining us in this live chat. What are your thoughts on what is going on in Nigeria? If you are watching from outside the country, and if you are watching within the country, what is the situation in your environment? What is the weather like in your environment? These are many more. And please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It means a lot to me. And if you're also a content creator, a YouTuber, just also subscribe. Make it known in the comment section. I will subscribe to your YouTube channel, and I will also encourage people to subscribe to your YouTube channel. You can air your thoughts and opinion on the comment section. If you're also a big account, and I'm also appealing to you, if you have a way of helping me out to grow more, to let my voice heard more, I will also appreciate that. But right now, we are looking at the situation on ground regarding the coalition movement that Atiku is channeling. A lot of people are not happy with the way Atiku is on the forefront, because this is Atiku that has been in the forefront for a very long time, And people think that, this man should step down. Atiku should step down, allow other people. He should support people. Imagine, see, don't forget, Atiku was the vice president of former president of Nigeria, Obasanjo. So, 1999 to 2007, they were in power. So they have opportunity to have actually done something, but people are saying if Atiku has any idea, he would have carried it out during Obasanjo. But it was just a VP. So that argument might not really stand. Yes, he has been in power. He has money. Yeah, but unlike if he's president, and he has said it over and over again, that he wants to be president, he wants to make Nigeria better, the only way that can happen, the only way that can be proven is if he's giving the mandates. How can he be giving the mandates when people don't trust him? Because he has been in PDP, he has been in power for a very long time, and he has been moving from one party to another, from one political party to another. Since Atiku led PDP at the initial stage after his bid to become president, immediately after the handover, Obasanjo handover, he has been moving from one political party to another, fighting to become president. And don't forget, this might just be an avenue he's be looking for. But he is also going to hijack this process by insisting that the presidential ticket should be given to him. The presidential ticket will be meaningful in this coalition sense if a Southerner is given the ticket. The coalition movement will be fruitful if a Southerner is given the ticket. Now, I'm breaking it down. I want you to understand where I'm coming from. There is this rotation that goes on in presidency. Under APC, they have carried that out. Northerner rule, Southerner is ruling from east, from west, that Yoruba, they are ruling. Now, it's likely going to change. But under PDP, the ticket needs to be given to a Southerner. That's one of the reasons why PDP has never succeeded in all the attempt to unseat APC. And if the coalition movement made that mistake again in giving the ticket to Atiku, now there might be some forgiveness if the ticket is given to another Northerners, not Atiku. Yeah, if the ticket is given to another person entirely from the north, not Atiku, yeah, the coalition movement will be considered. But if the coalition movement, they decided after money have exchanged hand, they decided to give it to Atiku, that would be very, very difficult. Now, if you listen or if you pay attention to Nigeria reaction across the various newspaper, talk show, news bulletin, you will see what Nigerians are saying, and that's what I'm telling you, and that's what I'm bringing it to you. That's what Nigerians perceive. That the ticket should not be given to Atiku under this coalition. The coalition is gathering momentum, and people are interested. People who have not been in any political party want to join this new party. Now, the obedient movement, they saw Peter Obi in the coalition center, in the coalition venue. They are interested. Yeah, if Peter Obi goes there, we will go there. If Peter Obi decides to associate with ADC, we will go there. Though we will talk about labor issuing ultimatum 48 hours for Peter Obi to resign, we'll get to that. But we are looking at the foot soldier that Peter Obi commands. Two heavyweights. Presidential, let me put it that way. Two heavyweights, presidentially, Atiku and Peter Obi. These two command 12 million votes in the last general election. 12 million votes. So if they go separately, 12 million votes, combined 12 million votes, separately 6 million plus votes, that's what they command. If the election is conducted today and Atiku is on his own ballot and Peter Obi is on his own ballot, they will still get that 6 million plus votes. But in order to unseat Ahmed Bola Tinubu, wherever you are viewing this live video from, share it, invite people. If you are from the north, let indicate from in the comment section wherever you are viewing from. This is the real truth. If Atiku is on the ballot and Peter Obi is not on the ballot, Atiku is likely going to get that 12 million vote that two of them got 2019. When two of them came out in PDP in the same with one ticket, Atiku as president and Peter Obi as vice president, they got 12 million votes. When they separated in 2022 general election, they got separately 6 million plus votes. Put it together, 12 point something million votes. That's the capacity. That's their strength. And that is what they are not capitalizing on. And the very moment they need to have won that presidential election, they segregated. And Peter Obi and Atiku have not seen any reason to actually come together and say, enough is enough. We have understood our strength. Now let's put our strength to work. The outcome will be this. Atiku will be in the ballot. Peter Obi will not be in the ballot. And that will be detrimental for any party that will give Atiku tickets. So let's imagine Peter Obi decided to support Atiku wholeheartedly, that, Atiku take the ticket, and then he bring another person from from any of the eastern states, western state or south, and to be VP. The problem will be, will Nigeria accept that? With the population of Nigeria who supported them to get that amount of vote, will they likely support them? Don't forget, not even now. Forget about the dissatisfaction in the Bola Tinubu rule. Most Northerners don't like Atiku. They don't want him to be president. And that would be a big problem if Atiku is on the ballot and Peter Obi decided to just support him, not being a ballot and not being a VP. But the truth of the matter is, can Peter Obi do that? That's on one way they can get that 12 million vote. So if nobody, like, they are not happy with Atiku being in the ballot and Peter Obi is not in the ballot, so the only way, at least they can still get 10 million votes or 9 million votes. Now, if Peter Obi is on the ballot and Atiku cannot be VP again, he has been VP before, but it's not forbidden. The law does not deprive him. If Peter Obi is on the ballot and pick another Northerner, yeah, just the same way he did, but Atiku decide to work with Peter Obi at this time, that 12.something million vote, they will get it and over. Simple. But you see the division, you see this political calculation. Politicians don't reason it that way. That's why you see their greed coming in. That's where you see their personal interest coming in. If it's the interest of Nigeria, if it's for the interest of the people, you will definitely see that these people can actually work it together. All right? They can actually work it together and it will be successful. But because of their greed, they will not want to agree, they will not want to merge, they will not want to support each other. And as a result of that, they will keep getting it wrong, just the same way they have been getting it wrong over and over and over again. At this point in time, What should be done in order for this coalition movement to work? The first thing that should be done is for this political heavyweight who have decided to merge. They decided to join ADC because he has structure. Yeah, but ADC don't have any governor. But since they decided to join ADC, which is good and very, very important, it's amazing because the process of forming a new political party will be very, very hard. But before we go ahead in this, our analysis of Peter Obi stepping down for Atiku, if you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I implore you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you are subscribed to my YouTube channel, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for joining me, for subscribing to my YouTube channel. And do well to comment. Let me also know that you are there. Let the conversation continue on the comment section. Like I do say, if you are also a YouTuber, if you also cover news, I will support you genuinely. So drop your handle on the comment section and I will subscribe to your YouTube channel and I will support you. If you're also a big channel, you are out there, I will also love you render some helping hands to me and it will mean a lot to me. Right now, let's continue what we were saying about the coalition that has begun. Now, I can tell you categorically that through the coalition movement is actually hitting the presidency very hard. We'll get to that when Minister of, can we say governor, FCT actually went off book, ranting, talking out of point regarding the coalition movement. It's because they are scared. It's because they know that it was because of their inability to meet the yearning of Nigeria that gave birth to the coalition. Yeah, Nigeria will decide, but Tinubu know that Nigerians are not within. Tinubu know, Bola Tinubu, the president of Nigeria, know that Nigerians are not within. At this very, very moment, because we are at a crossroad. And at this very moment, it is crucial that we point out that the reason why this coalition movement came on board is as a result of the dissatisfaction of the process of the way Bola Tinubu is actually leading Nigeria. It's painful. It hurts the most. Price of goods have gone beyond what anybody could have expected. Cost of transportation, you walk, you spend it on transportation. What do you expect? You came in the very moment Bola Tinubu came to power. That's the very moment he created a crisis that he has no plan of solving. Fuel subsidy removal. Buhari did not make provision for fuel subsidy removal in his last 6 months in power, but he did tell Nigeria that he has removed fuel subsidy. He was just playing with it, like playing with words. Like there might not be provision in the next appropriation bill, we have to do with it. This is a president that spent 8 years, 8 good years in power, but don't have the capacity to remove the fuel subsidy because he knows the pain, he knows the tears, the hardship that it will cost Nigerians. Sorry for that. But there's a president who don't even know in and out of what Nigeria is all about, who don't know what Nigeria is economically, politically, militarily, or whatever. He just went off book and decided to say, fuel subsidy is gone and is gone forever. That is what has brought Nigeria to where Nigeria is today. No plan. You don't even have any plan or idea of how it will affect the masses. And this is the president that got just 8 million votes. Just 8 million votes. This is the president that got 8 million votes, deciding for over 200 million people. Yeah, Rotimi Amechi was saying we have Nigeria with about 100 people deciding the fate of over 200 million people. Yes, because Nigerians are law-abiding citizens. Rotimi, when Minister of Transport, Minister of Transport, can you pinpoint any of the roads in South that you start and it was completed under Buhari administration? Rotimi Amechi, as Minister of Transport, can you pinpoint any road that was started in the East, completed under the administration of Buhari? Rotimi Amechi, Minister of Transport, can you pinpoint any road completed, started and completed in West? Any of the states completed under Buhari administration? No. The only road you can pinpoint is the second Niger bridge. That's the only road. So are you saying Nigeria should protect? If let's say 10 million Nigerians are the one controlling over 190 million people. If over 190 million people rise up to be disobedient, Rotimi Amechi will be the first person that will be trampled underfoot in this movement that he's calling for. Because it's enough. It is ridiculous. It is lugubrious. It is pathetic. The way the governance is going in Nigeria. Now we are talking about coalition. Now the coalition that we are looking for is the coalition that Nigeria want to choose who will lead them. Not Atiku spending dollar to adapt. Not Atiku spending money to adapt the will. Atiku spending money to adapt the will of the Eastern, of the Western, of the South Southern. No. We are done tired of this merry-go-rounding in one place when it seems as if Nigeria cannot decide. Atiku should know by now that Nigerians are the one going to decide. It's just his power to do it. 5 governors disagree with you. You could not settle them. They told you, let the chairmanship of the party be removed from the north since you have the presidential position. You say no. I know we trust Atiku with that. If Atiku is given the ticket and you become president today, that the next chairman of your party is not going to come from the north. Now they have started it. They are giving David Mark to be the interim chairman of ADC, partially from the north, Benue State, but it's middle belt. Now, how do you begin to zone who you will give the presidential slots to, if that is the issue? Atiku should at least, to even put the matter to bed, Atiku should be made the chairman of ADC, so that he will remove his eye from the presidency that he has been eyeing for since 1999. This man don't want to rest. This man is always moving from pillar to post, from pillar to post. You want to rule Nigeria since 1999, and since 2007, the handover to Yaradua, this man has never relaxed. He's appalling. He's appalling. Sorry for that breaking transmission. I need comic call to deliver an information. Someone who is watching this video, just saw the last video and decided to put a call across. So, like we were saying, Nigeria, generally, most times when I talk about politics in Nigeria, talked about the way Nigeria rule, that cut across Africa as a whole. It seems these people don't use their, I don't know how to put it so that I will be respectful. It seems they don't make use of their 5 senses in ruling. You look at all the Africa states, they are below par. The lowest country in Europe is more powerful than the most powerful nation in Africa. Economically, structurally. Which country in Africa will rival Canada? No. Let's just be frank. Which country in Africa will rival one state in US? Now, so appalling. Ukraine is in war. Ukraine, they'll be fighting Russia for the past 3 years. And there was this rumor that Ukraine is still importing grain, not just to Nigeria, to some other African country. What a shame. A country that is not at war, a country that has all the natural resources and the human resources they can boast of, yet a country at war is supplying them. This is appalling. So if we are talking about coalition, the coalition should, I have not seen their objective, I have not seen their goal, rather than unseating Bola Tinubu, unseating Bola Tinubu. Bola Tinubu can wake up tomorrow and decide to bring fuel subsidy back, and everything will drop down. It is stubbornness that have made it to be like this. So if Bola Tinubu decided to bring subsidy back, what would coalition be campaigning with? They have nothing to campaign with. You want to unseat Bola Tinubu? Nigerians are tired of Bola Tinubu because of the economic crisis, because of the economic situation that Nigeria find themselves. So if you're going to unseat Bola Tinubu, what are you saying? I heard if you're not watched the unveiling of the ADC coalition unveiling, if you have not watched it, it's right there. The master of ceremony say, with ADC, there's no hunger, there's no poverty in Nigeria. Is that what you were saying? Does that even make sense? We are talking about well-structured political opponents that can bring an alternative to governance, not an alternative presidential candidate. We are not looking for an alternative presidential candidate just because you don't like Bola Tinubu. It's not age that is the problem of Bola Tinubu. It's not where it's coming from that is Bola Tinubu problem. It's not his inability to communicate fluently. He's an advanced man. How many people in his age communicate the way he communicates or read the way he reads? His problem is inability to listen, to pay heed. Yeah, he wants to ensure that those loopholes of subsidizing fuel when marketer inflates the number of liters of fuel they actually recruit or purchase. Yes, he wants to block the loophole. You don't block the loophole and be fighting your citizens. No. They raise up one day that they are blowing up everywhere. During Muhammadu Buhari, there was this blowing up and now this bomb everywhere. So if we are looking for an alternative, we are looking for someone that will put this problem to bear. And that is why we call it, for this coalition movement to work, a South Southerner should be picked. Let's see if they will continue. Because Bogbo and came, they start blowing everywhere. When Goodluck Jonathan was there, Buhari came, everything died down. Tinubu entered, then they woke up again, and as if that is the objective. Then you see terrorist activity happen anywhere. That is not the reason to change president. When the pain of the masses, as it is now, yeah, that's the reason of calling. But Bola Tinubu, as we say, Bola Tinubu can decide to bring back fuel subsidy tomorrow. And if he do that, or rather if he does that, what will these coalition people be campaigning with? That's the issue. You can't just come and be shouting coalition to unseat Bola Tinubu. Erufai was saying the last time, if you have not watched it, Erufai statement about Bola Tinubu, they are up there that is 65. All he's planning now is to unseat Bola Tinubu because he had brought this calamity upon Nigeria. We are looking for someone that will strategically remove fuel subsidy, yet without Nigeria feeling the impact. And even if they feel the impact, and another thing is, NNPC is not also a penny issue. We have crude oil here, crude that refined here in Dangote refinery, and yet Dangote is selling to Nigeria with dollar rates. It's appalling. When crude fuel was imported to Nigeria, it was 1,000 something. Fuel subsidy removed. Now they are refining from Nigeria, but bring it here within the country Nigeria, and the fuel price is 1,950. Does that make sense? These are oligarchy in the whole Nigeria, whole state. They don't want Nigeria to move forward. Dangote is one of them. He's from the north. They are not talking about it. You hardly see Northern. I don't want to go into settlement because this thing actually affects everybody. And if they are saying they are dissatisfied with Bola Tinubu as the way we were, when we were protesting during Buhari, why did they not protest? Naira crisis, everything going on. Before Buhari came to power, bag of rice was 8,000, 6,000. Buhari came, he jumped to 30,000 naira. 40,000 naira. Bola Tinubu, when first subsidy was there. Now Bola Tinubu removed first subsidy. Bag of rice is 60,000, 70,000. At the time it was 100,000. So we are not looking for someone to just come up and say we want to unseat Bola Tinubu, want to unseat Bola Tinubu. If you're going to unseat Bola Tinubu, why are you going to unseat Bola Tinubu? What's your plan? Even before Peter Obi joined ADC, he said, yeah, he would have removed fuel subsidy, but with a planned agenda. Yeah, that is what we are looking at. Tell us the kind of plan. Because we don't want to be emotionally carried away. We don't want to be emotionally manipulated to vote against Bola Tinubu. And at the end, you get there, you have no desire, you have no plan on how to put fuel subsidy as a thing of part. Yeah, there are things that the government should subsidize for its citizens. And what should that be? Nothing is subsidized for Nigeria anymore. Nothing is subsidized for Nigeria anymore. So we're going to be looking at what Okonkwo said about Peter Obi, and we're also going to be latching on it. Because the truth of the matter is, as they pain there, it is sweet us. Now that Bola Tinubu has seen forces gathering against him, the truth of the matter is, I wonder why this issue of preparing for election had to start 2 years before. When he hasn't even started governing, when he started planning for 2027. His problem started the very day he made that statement, fuel subsidy is gone and it's gone forever. He unilaterally removed fuel subsidy with his mouth. If Buhari did not make provision for fuel subsidy, why don't you sit down, look at the appropriation bill, then file your own? If there's any reason to remove fuel subsidy in your own, that's Bola Tinubu problem. He did not plan. He don't even know how much Nigeria will spend. He was making boasts because right now he's already president. He has won against all. Now that he has won fuel subsidy, see, he made a statement during his swearing ceremony that he prayed that history should be kind to Muhammad Buhari. I was not happy with that statement. A man so let's just say a man so out of touch with the reality of ground. And you said history should be kind to him. Now I understood that history would be kinder to Buhari than to Tinubu. And I just hope, if wishes were horses, or if wishes were horse, beggar would have ride on it. I just wish this coalition movement, they take the right decision of giving a Southerner the ticket. Bola Tinubu will be 110 president. Bola Tinubu will be 110 president if they decide to give a Southerner the ticket. But the only way they can miss out of this is if they decide to give the ticket to a Northerner or to Atiku. Atiku is from the north. Yeah. When I mean Northerner, outside Atiku. But if Atiku decide, okay, I'm not going to be in the ballot, I don't also want Peter Obi to be in the ballot, and they decide to pick another person, yeah, Nigeria will likely fight behind them. That's just the truth. So the ticket should be from the South. See, the truth of the matter is, I don't know where you worship from. I want to also like, because of the hearing people talked about it. I go outside, interview people, see what people go through. Bad road. Now, let's just start. What you work, you spend it on transport. And then the transport, because of fuel subsidy removal, is on the high side. And because of bad road, you see these commuters increase their fare. Yeah, they will argue very well. You will see reason with them to buy fuel. Now they are going to work. Let's say they are going to work from morning from 6, or let's say from 6 to 12. How many liters of fuel will they buy? And whatever route they are applying, to be able to meet up with the money they are spent to buy the fuel. What will be the money they will take home? What will be the money they will be saving in case the vehicle breaks down? Then they will now face the reality of the unmotorable road that they are applying every day. And we still have with Nigeria, we transfer the aggression on them. Because we want the drivers, the commuters, to understand with us, forgetting that they themselves, they are Nigerians. They are inside it. So imagine you are driving back and front from 6 to 12 or 1. No rest. And by the time you are done with that, you go to the market to go and buy something, the money you have worked, sitting down, plying the road up and down, will not be enough for you to buy anything reasonable. This it calls for sober reflection. The situation in Nigeria right now is not encouraging, is disheartening, and is troublesome. Everyone needs to wake up. So this coalition movement, if they are going to succeed, if they are going to work for the good of Nigeria, they should start it by who they pick as president. Because this rumor that is flying up and Peter Obi stepping down for Atiku is better be rumor. It better be rumor. Because if not, that coalition is gone. From the very moment, just there, go nowhere. That is the truth, and that is the reality on ground. So this coalition movement, they should focus on what and why Nigeria are in this situation, what caused it, and the way forward. First of all, the reason why we are here is because of the fuel subsidy removal. Now, whoever that is fighting want to unseat Bola Tinubu, what is your plan? Are you bringing back fuel subsidy? If you ask Nigerians, many in Nigeria, they will tell you, since fuel subsidy removal has been removed, it should not be brought back. Why are Nigeria refineries not working? Nigeria have 3 big refineries. 3 big refineries. And none of these 3 refineries are working. And because of that, things are just so bad the way it is. And coupled with Dangote refinery, that is no helping issue. Dangote refinery is not a helping issue. You buy crude from Nigeria, you pay in Nigeria, but when your price is coming out, it does not reflect that you buy the crude here, that the crude is refined here. No! It ought not to be. That is not the way it ought to be. Nigeria are calling for a better way for this to be fixed. And if you want to fix Nigeria, and if you want to make sure that Nigeria is working fine, the fuel subsidy issue should be handled with care. And it's not during your presidency you should be doing consultation on how best fuel subsidy issue should be handled. Before you enter power, that is what Bola Tinubu do not understand. Bola Tinubu has not even entered office when he removed fuel subsidy. So those people who are aspiring, they have an opportunity. They have seen the adverse effect of fuel subsidy removal. What are the way forward? See, nobody should politicize this issue of refinery in Nigeria. Either they privatize it or they just sell it out. Yeah, it's the same thing. Privatize. Sell the refinery to private investor. Let them invest. Let them put it in place. That's number one. Look at Globalcom, look at MTN, look at Airtel, look at Nine Mobile. This company, when they came to Nigeria, Glo Rival, MTN, data reduced. That is association that they are forming. Any little thing in Nigeria, they form association. Even live feed, YouTube live feed, they form association. Facebook live feed, they form association. Everything, they form association. Imagine Dangote and Pure Water Factory, they form association. That is why Dangote refinery is in problem. Any other person that want to call Dangote, we have to call the person to go, this is our association. So look at Smith. Everything to produce Smith, they are from here, they are from Nigeria. Yet, bag of Smith in Southside, I don't know about not. They said bag of Smith is very cheap in the north. They buy about 5,000 naira bag of Smith. But this side is 10,000 naira per bag of Smith. All Smith factory, all Smith producer, all of them. Association. Look at Pure Water Factory. Once those big ones decided, they joined association. Even those that cannot sell 10 bags a day, 100 bags a day, will be forming association with those that can sell 1,000, 3,000, 5,000 bags of pure water a day. They will join the association and they will be doing it. And then you see a lot of companies folding up because of association. Instead of the small company to form association and unite together, we are small, we can't sell like the way big ones are selling. Let's form this association and reduce the price. No, they will not do it. Boa Smith and all those one, whatever Smith, they sell at the same rate with Dangote. That's the problem. That's the precedent that Dangote refinery have set. And for that to work, for those aspiring to unseat Tinubu for whatever reason, they should look at that monopolization from Dangote. And if that is being done, they will begin to see the light at the end of this tunnel about the current situation of Nigeria economy. That's another thing. Another thing is NNPC, the monopolization, the authority. Imagine trillions and trillions and trillions and trillions. Nigeria budget is about 2 trillion. For a whole country, for over 200 and something million people. But only NNPC. At this junction, want to appreciate everyone that have joined us on this live feed. I appreciate you. I know a lot of person want to still join. Person one of Paris, good afternoon. How are you doing? Just tell me how this live feed look over there. Thank you for joining. If you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, do well to subscribe to my YouTube channel. We'll do this again. Same time. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be very shortly. We'll be uploading video of Amokri, saying Peter Obi can never be president. You are one person, and you cannot be the one to decide for Nigeria. And if you are not also watch the ADC coalition unveiling, is right there. See you soon.